let me do some introduction, so maybe a few of the questions will go to sleep. So now, if you recall, I think it was about a year ago, I spoke to you about that we love our kids only when it's comfortable for me. If they're starting to act, that's it. So the love is over, and here comes the police. Okay? If you recall, I told you, imagine your child is waking up few times at night. First time you say, okay. Second time, no. Third time you say, oof, let me sleep already. What do you want? I'm tired, I'm exhausted. What does it mean, oof? Did you see once in a movie that two lovers saying oof?
No.
Ah.
No.
If you hear oof, what does it mean?
Annoying?
Annoying.
No.
So when you're annoyed, you can laugh?
No.
Okay, so here we go. Why are you saying oof? But you wanted a child. You wanted a child, yes? So why are you saying oof? Yes, I wanted a child, but not like that, you know. I wanted a child because they with cheeks, smiling all the time, you know, you pinch him, and you put him to sleep, he's going to sleep. Open up your mouth, he will eat. That's what I wanted. So most of the interaction that we have with our kids and we don't like it, and they're starting to act, why is it? Because they're sending us a signal. You don't understand me. You don't feel me. When you're upset at your husband, why are you upset at your husband?
I feel like he doesn't understand you.
Ah, bravo. And what's
Annoying
the
you?
next? Huh?
Annoying?
No. You don't feel me.
Doesn't get me.
He doesn't get me. He doesn't care for me. Meaning you're not my friend. And that's what the kids feels. All the wars in the house, it's starting because the kids feeling that we don't love them. And that they feel that we love ourselves. That's where it starts.
How do we show that we love ourselves? For those parents that really try to put in the effort to be patient, to be giving, to be understanding, to really try with the chinuch. I'm really curious, like, how do we show that we love ourselves? That we get annoyed by when they're not listening?
You ask every man, okay, when I'm sitting with them alone, they're saying we try everything. We cannot satisfy this lady. I don't know what she wants from me. And if I'll talk to her, she's gonna paint him as a monster. something is not doing well. Either they don't understand us or we don't understand them, but they're not able to understand us. We have to understand them. We brought them to the world. Actually, we are the farmers. Example, I'll give you an example. Ima, she is cooking. The child, he doesn't know what cooking means. He wants Imana. Mommy, I need help with my homework. Don't bother me now. Go to Abba. Now try to get into a head of a child. What does he feel now?
Neglected, burden.
But I'm cooking.
The
He's in the way.
cooking- Yeah, he's not important enough. Not priority.
He doesn't understand what you're doing. He said, I said, Ima. Ima said, don't bother me. So she don't love me. You see, now we're going to have to start to change everything that we used to. It's not going to be that easy. But the child, the same way that we want to be felt, we want empathy, we want somebody to listen to us, we want somebody to care for us, somebody to appreciate us. A child is the same thing, he is no less. He is just a little bit in a small format, but that's what he wants. What happened when you're talking to your husband and said, don't bother me, please? How do you feel?
He doesn't love me.
But he is working, he is answering a customer, send him an email.
Then you understand that he's busy.
No, you don't understand.
Oh,
Right away say, what, your customer is more important than I am? No. So, did you get the point now?
Yes, Rabbi.
Because I want to continue. Did you get the message?
Yes.
yes.
The kids, most of the kids in our house, they feel that they are a burden. And this cannot happen. Cannot happen. Meaning we have to leave everything what we're doing. And again, this has to be dealt with the husband. You have to be on the same page. If you need to be with the kids, I'd rather you don't cook, take care of them until I'll come home. But usually what is the case? The mean is more important than the goal. I have to cook in order to feed the kids, but you have to feed, this is your goal. This is only the mean. Leave this now. Leave this and pay attention to them. They need you. And I think that you got the point. Let me go to the next stage.
Sorry, Rev, can I just ask a quick question before we move on?
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
what if the competing priorities are not cooking and a child, but instead 2 children or 3 children where they're all wanting all at the same time? So it's like you're making one happy, but then you're not prioritizing the others.
You see 2 hands? It makes noise. Where is the husband?
Well,
At
he
work
could
or
be at
in
work.
shul.
He could, yeah, he
What?
could
What?
be-
Either at work or in shul.
Who is the goal? What's the goal?
To show the kids that you love them.
What's the goal? The goal, everything what we're doing is for the kids. Yes or no?
Yes, to raise them in a Torah way, yes.
So why you are still at work? This is only the mean. The goal is here.
Rabbi, 100%. It's just not all men are able to be there. Not everyone has that kind of job or ability, Rav. Or even a wife, like if she works late hours as a nurse, it's unfortunate, but it's not easy, I think, for anyone. And I think it's very difficult to have both spouses there, both the couple together at the same time. And I think puts a lot of pressure on the wife also.
So now, I agree to everything what you say. But I'm talking very seriously now. We have to weigh out what we gain and what we're gonna lose. Maybe I'll find a job that pay a little bit less, but the hours are much more flexible. At least I can be home when my kids are there and I'm having patience to deal with them. I don't know how parents can do it today, to work all day long outside and to come home and to start a different job now. You have to cook and you have to do homework with your kids and you have to shower them and you have to put them to sleep. How much can one person can do? No matter who you are, you're not going to be able to do it.
This is why we burn out at the end of the day. We're
Absolutely,
losing our
you burn
patience
out.
by bedtime. By bedtime, we're done. We're completely
Okay.
done.
Okay, so I agree. So we're going to sit down, husband and wife, and say, how are we going to correct the situation? It cannot go on like this. Somebody will collapse at the end. Either us, either the kids. Somebody will collapse.
Rabbi, I find that also when you talk to your children like they're adults, they will get it. My husband recently started a new job and he used to put them to sleep every night with me. And he sat down with the kids and he said, Mommy's going to be doing bedtime with you. I want to hear good behavior. And they actually listened. Thank God. So sometimes we have to talk to them like they really do understand and not, like you help mommy.
My kids, I always used to tell them, how do you want me to talk to you? To a child or like adult? It's your choice.
Right, exactly.
All the time I used to throw the ball into their court. Here I am, to your service. How do you want me to talk to you? But again, it takes 2 to tangle. It takes 2 to raise kids. The kids cannot feel neglected. And they cannot feel that they've not been loved by the parents.
כבוד הרב,
Yeah.
What do you say about if you hire like a mommy's helper?
What do you mean?
Like somebody that's there also, not the father, but there's somebody helping in the house with the kids.
Like a high school girl can come over after school to help for 2 hours with homework and bathing and
Very good.
dinner.
Very good. That's okay. But then Ima has to do a job to take Abba off the hook. Ima should say to the kids, you know, Abba, you're such a tzaddik. While we here, Abba Misken is outside working. When you see Abba kiss his hands, you have to stand up. You make your husband, a tzaddik. He gave up all the food and to see you kids and to be with Ima because he have to make sure that we have what to eat.
Correct. Well, the kids are aware of that. The kids know that Abba is at work because he's providing food and paying tuition and everything. And the
Good.
kids are aware of that.
Good. So they will appreciate Abba.
At Korab, I also have a question. Let's say somebody already mentioned, like the father comes home late because of the job or customers they have, you know, and the mother is there with the kids. But the mother puts them to sleep while Abba is not home. And then in the morning, Abba is with them, driving them to school, talking to them. Is that okay? Is that sort of attention and showing love as well?
If they don't giving you any hard time, it's fine.
No, Baruch Hashem, they're not giving me any time.
Baruch Hashem. Good. So now, let's go to the war zone to put the kids to sleep. Every Jewish home, every time I got into a class that I have to talk about this, Triyat Amitim, yeah, everybody is up. Yes, my kids are like this, my kids want this. Okay. I'm used to this. So one thing you have to understand, and this is a fundamental point, if you're not gonna have it, disregard what I'm saying now. Your house has to be structured. Kids, we have teachers over here. They can testify. Kids love structure. Every teacher will tell you that. And every principal will tell you that. Every psychologist will tell you that. Kids, they need structure. The problem is, Ima and Abba are not structured. So what happened? When the house, everybody is shooting from the hip, don't have a plan. So I created the problem of going to sleep. Many times you're saying to the child, if you're not going to behave, I'm going to put you in your bed. So the child get an idea, going to sleep is a punishment. Even though it's time to sleep, he says, Mommy wants to punish me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, we adults know it's a privilege to go to bed because we don't get too much of it.
So, what I'm going to say to the parents that they don't do this, because we don't throw our kids into the bed. We do other things. So what is the answer to such a parent? Here we go. Now pay attention very well now. I know that most of you are not accustomed to it. What time are you putting your kids to sleep every day?
Around 7.
8.
By us, it's closer to 8.
8.
Did you hear what you
7:30.
say? Did you hear what you say?
What I said depends on the age.
Somebody said around 7. The other one says closer to 8. Have you been
Because they
once
give us
in-
a hard time. Like in my case, I have bedtime. If you could hear my son in the background who's still chit-chatting, I start, let's say, everyone getting dressed at a certain time, and I have my little ones giving me a hard time to change. And so it delays everything. And then I also, in addition, have those overly energetic kids, like the one in the background that doesn't stop talking and been in bed since God knows how long.
Whatever you're gonna tell me, you didn't have twin boys. We had twin boys, the same age. Balaganisti, מה זה בלאגניסטי? We dealt with them very nicely. Not even a sound. What? They knew. Our time was 7:30, and it's not 7:31. And it's not 7:31. Have you been once in Ashkenaz shul? Huh?
Yes.
If
Yes.
they're saying Mincha is at 2:00, it's 1:59, they're not going to start. When the clock changed to 2, 2:00, everybody knows.
I get the privilege of praying at the next to my work every time. They're fast and they're on the dot. They don't wait a minute longer, a minute earlier.
Everybody knows already.
Straight
Then
to
Chanech,
Ashray.
everybody, if you come 2:02, you're already כבר in the middle of the tefillah. Be on time. Our problem is we're not structuring the kids. After 7:30, there's nothing to talk about. 7:30, we're going up with you to put you to sleep. Come. No. Why? לאט, but 7:30, we left the living room. We are on our way to the bedroom. That's it. Now, Ima is with the girls, Abba with the boys. They're all well prepared. Kids, I prepared the story. Wow, let's see what you're gonna say. Let's see. And kids, when they hear Abba has a story, גמרנו. They don't fight, they don't כלום. And you saying that story. Don't take a book and say, once upon a time was the king, the child said, that's. You act the story. Make going to sleep time also something exciting. Abba will come, Ima will come, story. Switching, that's kids. We need to be creative. You have to learn the story by heart, to think how to give it over. The king, big guy, big, tall, and the kids, when they see this, they're looking at you like they're looking at the cartoons.
But
They're
Korav, what
not gonna hear a sound, mommy, He doesn't let me sleep. And you coming up and down all the time. One more time, I'm gonna give you this. The kids are doing it to draw attention. That's why they.
Yeah, but Rav, what if we do all this, what the Rav said, for example, we try our absolute best, and you still again have those chatterboxes that are just chatting away and just full of energy. Did you do something wrong, or at that point is it that the child?
As long as they are in the room and I did what I had to do, they are in bed, that's it.
Does Rav feel like we should sit with them?
Of course you have to sit down. I sat with my kids, years.
Right, like I will sit for a while. I don't know if I'm doing something right or wrong though. I'm waiting for the little one to fall asleep.
No. You say a story, you say Shema Israel, and you say with them, you saying it with them so they see it's serious over here. You give them a hug, a kiss, and says, have a good night. That's what they need.
And if when you leave, they're coming out?
Something was wrong.
What if you have clingy kids? They want you to sit with them. I really mean that, like clingy kids that want you to sit with them.
Okay. If you have time, okay. But if not, you say, Mommy will sit over here, let's say from 8 o'clock until 8:30, no more than that. So all the requests, everything that you have, say it now. I'll tell you a story, bedtime story, this one, after I left this room, I bought my kids tapes. One liked music, one liked to hear all the midrashim, and they were not easy kids. I'm telling you, they're not easy. If I'm telling you it's not easy, they're not easy. They took our kishkes out, but not in the morning, not at the night.
Rabbi, I have a question. What if the child is 2 years old?
2 years old?
Yeah.
No.
Running around, coming out of the bed, laughing.
So he's only 2 years old. What can you expect from 2 years old?
In the beginning, she was sleeping by 7:15. Now, 8:30, 9 o'clock, she'll still be running around.
Meaning she needs attention.
Mm-hmm.
Rav, someone has a question on the chat. Is it okay to read it to you, Rav?
Yeah.
Can someone ask if the child keeps coming out of bed and coming out of their room? That's the first question. And the second one is it okay to have an alarm system and warn them when alarm goes off, they must be in bed, not coming out?
It's a joke or it's serious?
I think it was phrased a little bit. I think what she meant to say was that you will have like an alarm. When the alarm goes off, let's say like 8 o'clock, then the kids know, okay, we're going to sleep. Maybe like a timer or something.
Where are the parents?
No, but then the child has a visual of like seeing the clock. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
That's after the parents have stayed with them. That's what they wrote.
So we have to check what we're doing in the staying time. Are we calm? Are we affectionate? Or we stand there and say, okay, we heard in the class we have to stay over here half an hour. Let's stay half an hour here in this jail time until they go into it, they fall asleep.
So Rav, she added that she left the room because she went downstairs to sit and eat with her husband.
Why the husband is not upstairs?
Maybe he just walked in from work, I don't know.
So he can start for another half an hour. See, there's the priority list is Abba coming from work. If Ima says, okay, I have to go down, I have to give Abba food, and the child says, why Abba is coming upstairs? The first thing he comes is, I came for you. How are you? Are you doing this? The stomach can wait half an hour. The world will not cave in. You remember what I said? The kids feel that we love ourselves, we don't love them. First, I have to eat, then I'll come to you.
What
Sorry.
if the kids have a structure, like you said, 8 o'clock, the kids know 8 o'clock sharp, they have to be in bed. Let's say the kids have tests to study. Is it okay to dedicate extra hour for the child to sit and get ready for the test for tomorrow?
In your room, you can do whatever you want. 8 o'clock, they're in the room.
Oh, regardless whether they have a test or not, it still has to be in the room?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, when is bedtime? When is bedtime?
8 o'clock.
Okay. 8 o'clock, let's call it bedroom time, okay? You put them in bed, now probably they're gonna chit chat with each other, this, that. They know, but they know 8 o'clock, come on.
Kudab, when you do the story time and it's like a show, isn't it exciting the kids more? It makes them
No.
more energized.
No.
Because I feel like when I read to them, it makes them more calm. No, because we're sitting down, it's not. Okay.
They cannot concentrate on reading. It's not the time now. Now they have to see the careness that we have for them. The child, they think, look, they know the story by heart, they jumping up and down. That's how they feel they love. They don't want to feel that you're a teacher now. Okay, come on, I'll read you. They want to feel what's behind it. Listen, kids are people too.
Rabbi, but if it's 8 o'clock and then you're telling a story and it takes much longer than, like maybe half an hour, okay, but then it turns to 8:30, 9 o'clock for them to go to sleep.
Fine with me.
It's fine by 9 o'clock.
They know they have to be in the room wherever they're gonna fall asleep, and they'll fall asleep. What, I have to stand there to close their eyes also?
No, but you want them to go to sleep earlier because they wake up very early. So if it's 8 o'clock, you want them to just go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Not he listen to a story and get excited and then it takes longer.
in every house, you can see there are people which are morning people and some people are night people.
Very true, Rabbi.
Yes or no?
Yes,
100%.
definitely.
Some ladies already 6 o'clock, everybody is asleep. But come 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, I'm falling asleep. The husband is the opposite. To wake him up, you have to bring a tractor. Maybe if you can pull him out of bed. But at night time, okay. That's who he is. Change it? I don't think so. You have to learn how to live with that. So there are kids, don't forget, in school, they don't take enough energy out. You know what kid is? Kid has energy, mass energy. They can run, jump up and down. Here, homework and classes and classes. Skinny, give him half an hour break. What's half an hour break? For a kid. So they're coming home. They don't know even what to do with themselves. And yet, to force them to sleep, not shayach. Now, if the kid sees that sleep is a value every day, like a clock, 7:30, if in our time, your time, 8 o'clock, but 8 o'clock was 8 o'clock, they know it's important. They get a message that to go to sleep is something valuable. It's a value to go to sleep, it's a value. My parents are very serious when it comes to this. If it's important for you, eventually will be important for him also.
רבא, יש לי שאלה.
One second, Motek. Most parents, as I heard, and I'm glad that you're saying the truth, around 7 o'clock. Can be 10 to 7, can be 7:15, because if this is the case, the sleeping time has no value. Our sages teach, even when you want to say Kriyat Shema, there is a time for Kriyat Shema. When this time is over, come on. Why? They want to give it importance, value. If they're going to say to us, you can play Shacharit all day long, what do you think will happen?
It wouldn't be done.
So I tell you, you can start to pray Amidah nets, and you have 3 hours, and that's it. בדיעבד until midday. But they put, it should have value. So what happened? It goes according to me. Today I want to put you to sleep 10 to 7. Tomorrow I don't have time, 10 to 7, I'll put you 7:15. So everything goes according to me. Not what's good for you, for the child. What is comfortable for me.
אני יכולה לשאול עכשיו, רבי?
כן, כן, תשאלי.
לדוגמה, אם הילדה שלו הגדולה היא כבר בכיתה,
Speak English, please.
בכיתה י', והיא אומרת, אם היא תלך ב8 לישון ותקום באמצע הלילה, זה מוקדם בשבילה.
10
והיא לא יכולה
grade,
להירדם.
10 grade, you don't put them to sleep 8 o'clock.
What time? אני יכולה לשים אותה.
10, 10:30.
היא הולכת בשעה כזאת לישון, היא אומרת זה בשבילה הכי מוקדם זה לישון 10:30, 11 o'clock, וכמה ב6 o'clock בחזור. אין לי בעיה איתה.
אוקיי, גוד.
ומה לעשות עם הילד בן 13, 11, 10? איזה שעה להשכיב אותם?
אותו דבר.
10 o'clock?
Same thing, yes.
אחרי זה בכיתה ירדמו לי.
Because soon enough, when it go to 9th grade or by the end of 8th grade, they're going to stay late at night to learn.
No, it's have 7th grade, 8th grade, 9, 10th grade.
We have to prepare him.
אוקיי, נעשה ככה. בשעה 9 o'clock.
Sixth grade, what time did you suggest?
Sixth grade is 10 years old.
Yes, 11 years old.
11 years old, okay. It's a big boy.
So 8 o'clock is no good.
8 o'clock is too early.
Yeah, he's telling me he's not tired and he wants to stay up.
You see, you don't listen to what they tell you.
Yeah, but then if I let him stay up, the younger one wants to stay up too, Rabbi. And they wake up at 6:30 in the morning. They don't want to get up at 6:30 in the morning then. He doesn't get up at 6:30.
Sound like read books, because my older son goes to bed at 8 and he doesn't want to sleep, but he'll just sit and read in his books. Like he can have his light on and stay in his bed, because the younger one is 5 and he needs to go to sleep.
Yes. You say it needs time to explain to every child. Your brother is a little bit older. He has more homework than you are. He has more responsibilities than you are. Somebody have to talk to the kids.
Yeah, but the problem is, Rabbi, they don't wake up. Then he doesn't get up at 6:30 in the morning.
We'll get to waking up. Now we're putting to sleep. Soon enough, I'm coming to the morning.
Okay.
Okay. So now, 7 is 7. Ashkenaz, 7. If it's 8 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock. Whatever you decide for the child, you and your husband, that's it. No drinks, no food, no that the kitchen is closed. No room service.
אבל גם בוחרים צריכים לעשות ככה, לסגור את הקיצ'ן 7:30, כמו שאשכנזים עושים.
בגלגול הבא, אם ירצה השם. Okay. So we cannot do according what is comfortable for us. We have to do what is good for the child. The child has to know 7:30, 8 o'clock. Comfortable, not comfortable, I have to go, I don't have to go. זהו.
Kavod Rav, and you mentioned that once it's 7, they're in the bed and they can, even if they they can't come out, meaning they could do whatever that's it. Like we read them whatever we need to do, tell them a story, but they can't leave. Okay. Thank you.
No way. Okay, so let's go to the morning now. The morning is even more war zone. Mamash, you see Ima in the morning like she is after a war. After a war, until the kids going out and the school bus comes, wow. Lucky she is. She is in a fight against the Palestinians. Why? First of all, thank God we have uniform today. So they don't have to sit there, I want to wear this, I want to wear that. You prepare everything from the night. Every child, this is the clothing for tomorrow. Where are your shoes? Here. They should not wake up in the morning. Where is my shoes? Where is my shoes? I don't know. Somebody took my shoes. My shoes. Now you're going to look for shoes now. From the nighttime, everything has to be next to the beds, maximum next to the door. Everybody knows this is mine. Put them up and they're done. Now, what happened? Ima, she's overexhausted. She wake up late. Pitome she wakes up. אוי ואבוי, חיים, משה, מלכה, wake up. Who wants to wake up like this in the morning?
Nobody.
Huh?
Nobody. It's chaos.
We used to wake up like this in Eretz Israel when we heard sirens. We've been attacked. So we have to go to the bunkers. So our parents came. We have to go down. In the middle of the sleep. We have to go down. But here, America. So what needs to be done? And I said it many times. Ima, you are Ima and you have responsibilities. And the responsibility is the same as Abba. You wake up half an hour before the kids. Before they have to get up. You do what you have to do, drink your coffee, so even pray, I don't know what you're going to do. Calmly. Then you go into the kids' room. Chayele, good morning. Oh, Chayele. Oh. Meaning you have time to let them wake up slowly, you know.
And what are you doing with those children that don't want to wake up even slowly? With a nice massage and whatever else, or a song like the Rav had mentioned. Hashem is waiting for you and they don't care.
Slow motion. What do you do with these slow motion kids?
So then we go to plan B. We give you all the time that you need. Okay, now we have to go to plan B. You pick him up in a very nice way. Ya Habibik, we have to go to school. So what complaints can he have against you?
Oh my God, so many. Leave me alone. I want to sleep. And just it's not just the complaints, it's the slow movement that just delays everything. And when you're asking for the bare minimum, you prepared everything, you even dressed them, and you're merely asking, can you please put your shoes on? And they're not doing that, really frustrates you, especially when you're also supposed to make it to work at a certain time and you're commuting these children, let's say, and whatever else. It's a lot and it's not fair. It's not fair when you wake up significantly earlier and prepare everything. It's like a red carpet. You know, it's just throw your jacket on. And no, even that, slow motion. That's if they wake up on the right side of the bed.
If you validate their feelings, like say, I know you really want to sleep and I'm sure you're probably really tired, just to validate how they're feeling.
I don't know, we've tried it all. Oh, Hashem.
You have to wake him up. And sometimes you have to drag him, you know?
Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's a personality. Like I have certain kids that are Hashem, like they make it work and they move. And then some kids are just slow motion.
But this cannot, his behavior, so to speak, it delays everybody.
100%, and it's terrible chinuch to come late to school and for the parent to be late to work.
Not acceptable. We give you time, don't complain, everybody else was ready. You have a problem, start to do. We cannot leave him like this because he will get into the habit to continue.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
No. So you have to tell him, listen, if mommy will hate you, she will let you sleep. Because we love you, we care for you, that's what we have to do.
I just feel like the children aren't valuing it much nowadays. I don't know why. Like, it's not a value. It's not a value to wake up and start your day.
Okay. The generation now is very, very different from what we are accustomed to. But we have to do what we have to do. You know, we have to do what's good for the kids. For him to lay there like a sack of tomatoes, we're not doing him any good. So we'll try always in a nice way. And if he wants to take advantage of it, so we tell him, Habibi, not over here. And it's normal, and they will understand this.
Kavod Arav?
Yes.
I have a 5 and a 6-year-old. I was thinking, is it too much to ask? Is it too much responsibility to give them to say, like, set up your clothes at night, set up your bag, put your snacks in? Is that like too much responsibility for them?
No. You should ask them, okay, what do you want to wear? What you want to wear? And the ball is in their court now. So whatever you want to wear, please, you can put it over here. So it's you now. You choose, you do everything on your own, meaning you're sending a message to a child, we trust in you.
Thank
Okay. But the main point is not to wake up under pressure. Some parents even are much better than this. Ima, she is in bed, her head is on the pillow. Malka, did you wake up? Chaya, I didn't hear the water. Did you wash your hands? You the captain. Why are you in bed? Imagine me, a captain, I said, guys, are you shooting at the Arabs? Yes. I don't hear. Are you a captain? No. Of course, the kids will not listen to us if this is what we're doing. When they see him already all dressed up. And while they're waking up and say, okay, I'm preparing you breakfast. What you want to eat, what you want to eat, with time I'll do it. They see that Ima is before everybody else. They see it. What do you think? They dummy? They not. My kids until today, they remember what Ima used to do for them. Every morning she woke up like a soldier, going to the bagel store, buying them everything that they like. Danishes, bagels, that's for you, that's for you, I know what you like. And they got up like mamash. They feel Ima met care for them. Ima drove winter, summer, until now they saying it.
Wow,
Until
that is
now.
amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
She didn't miss even one time. Whatever they was asking us to do,
Sorry, Rabbi. Someone's just asking if a child wakes up, 3, 4 years old, wakes up middle of the night constantly and going to their parents' room in middle of the night. What do you do?
the door is locked.
And they start
And then
banging on your door.
and they start crying, and then the other kids wake up.
So you go out of your room, you take the child back to his room, and if it's needed, you stay with him in bed because that's what he wants. There is something that triggers this kind of behavior. So then we have to check the shalom bayit. The child feels maybe mommy she wants to leave. I have to make sure she's there. They get, I'm telling you, everything starts from the shalom bayit. If you don't have it, poor kids, miskenim, rachmanut. Of course, they wake up terrified in the middle of the night to see if you're there. We're torturing them. So many times we spoke. Concentrate on the goal. If the goal is to raise normal kids, mentally healthy, so you and the husband have to stop to fight for nonsense. For nonsense. Most of the things that I hear in my office, excuse my language, is nonsense. Nothing that I heard until now is serious. We're missing the whole point, missing the goal. We're hurting our own kids and we're claiming that we love them. They're terrified, Miskini. If they see one fight, one argument, if they see, you don't know how they feel. You can't even imagine what's going on through the child's mind now. Devastated. And that's how they get fear. They lose confidence. And they go into school looking at the other kids, everybody's happy, jumping there. He says, why I cannot be like that? Oh. We have to start the morning with love, not with nerves. Love. Put them to sleep with love. I think that you got the message. Hopefully, you're going to sit with your husband, start to calculate what we're going to do, how we're going to change the structure, because it takes two to build a home, not one, two people.
Thank you so much, Rabbi.
Thank you very much for listening. Tomorrow night, I will not be on Zoom. I'll be in my shul waiting for everybody to come. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Hopefully. Tomorrow is ladies' night out in the yeshiva. And we're going to learn from the books. It's about time. So tomorrow night, I see you all at 9 o'clock in my yeshiva, downstairs, in Yirtzeh Hashem.
Thank you so much, Rav. Thank you.
We're going to have some refreshments, of course, right? So to keep you happy. And we will learn.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Thank you,
Nice
Rob.
talking to you.
Thank you, Kodarav.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Good night, Rav.
I see you tomorrow at noontime. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Yirtzeh Hashem.